Okay, so this is part 4. Point number 16. God preserves me versus Satan preserves them. Point number 17. Mental clarity with no ill-gotten gains or being sabotaged for God is the greatest type of state. Versus they abuse, use, and confuse everyone, especially with gay scientists and their thinking. You know, gay scientists derive technology which rots the users first and foremost. Point number 18. Their contrast game and psychology is childish. Most people wouldn't choose to be dumb, you know, like jocks, rockers, nerds, goons, rich snobs, or boring scientists, etc. Versus they are gay, white, and Jewish supremacists, right? And so they're white in the sense it's like Fred from Scooby-Doo or Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Look them up if you don't know who they are. That kind of specific kind of white that they're pushing. That's what they think is holy or something. It's very strange. And when it comes to their thinking, right, they try to look professional, but they're like, look up the movie Borat or Spaceballs, okay? And think about those types of people working with rich snobs. It should kind of put in perspective for you. And because of those things, they argue that they won't stop. They basically acknowledge these things. That's why there's the movies that there are historically, what have you. Point number 19. Persecuting me, etc., was the most pathetic decision ever made and that ever will be made, and the most important decision for their families, groups, and religions, etc. They are retarded, right? That was the most important decision they've ever made as religions, as families, as groups. And it's the dumbest and most pathetic and childish decision anyone could ever possibly make, ever. Their counter-argument is that they say they don't care and they admit that they're idiots. Those are the types of people who are leading it. Very stupid. If they disagree with what their counter-argument is, put in the comments or accept that that's your counter-argument. I, the Son of God, the top martial artist ever, command you that. Command you to do that. And causing me to stumble on my words is pathetic. To this day, I've been saying this for years, that they're doing that. To this day, not a single person has even begun to make a counter-argument. They know that that makes them bitches more than they otherwise would be. Their tactics are unbearably retarded, and they assign people who are very retarded, sort of autistic-like, kid-like geeks to this case. Imagine people who act like they're superior to everyone. They try to have the nicer suit, the better haircut. They try to look more handsome, more professional, more organized, and they assign just complete idiots to this case. The most important case in human history. Imagine being that fucking stupid. Thank God I'm not them. Thank God I'm not in their families. My goodness, shame on you people. Point number 20. I should have been married to a gorgeous, submissive, and beautiful, brilliant female by 20, as I am far more romantic and more mature than everyone else. They're counter-arguments. Keep in mind, these are key points of conflict. They deal in nonsense, is their counter-argument. It's like, that's simple. White supremacy, Jewish supremacy, LGBT supremacy, false conceptions of equality, what have you. Consider the commonalities, and consider their commonalities with token minorities. Now, because of the way they're fuming me and poisoning me and so on and so forth, sometimes I say things in a way that's a little bit confusing. Because of the exact situation, and I'm fumed everywhere I go, in my room, in my house, outside of my house, on the road, when I park in like 10, 20, 30, 40, 100 different places in Morgan Hill, the limitation of my vehicles, I'm fumed everywhere. So I can't just keep making the same video again and again until it's perfect. I can't even, because of my condition, I can't even review these videos very much. So therefore, I release the videos as is. Now think about that decision, but first is their bitch-made decision to keep persecuting me and fuming me like some sick, racist Jewish brats, like some arrogant English worms. Like, well, what the fuck's their problem, right? Fucking retarded. I was more mature than they are when I was a kid. Think about these old Freemasons making weird faces, like making little weird faces at kids, except for that's their normal face that they make when it's time to make important decisions. Some dumb fucking weirdo with an apron like a sick fuck.